Hello.
Oh, hey.
Welcome to Chronicles of the Phoenix, the podcast.
Oh, I like how you did that there.
Like that?
I did like that.
I guess you know it's a podcast since you're listening, but I thought I'd clarify.
Maybe it's, I don't know, audiobook.
It could be. Maybe we'll write an audiobook that you could just manifest that.
Ooh, maybe I did just manifest that.
We're going to write a book.
We're going to write a book.
Okay, perfect. Now that we've committed to that. We have an invigorating episode for you today. We're going to talk about how we are not built for winter. Seasonal delusion, science, and surviving ourselves. What does all that mean? Well, today we're going to have a little fun, but we're also going to talk about how winter does things like legitimately affects our bodies. I don't know about you, but I did not sign up for being in the dark, freezing, cold, disgusting, slushy tundra in Connecticut.
No.
I know we get winter, and I will fully admit that that is true, but I feel like we're in Antarctica this year.
We are in Antarctica this year. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to talk about things like why we become different people between October and April, why darkness at 4 p.m. takes our motivation every year, and also why are we shocked every winter even though it's annual? It's a good question for me.
Those are good
Myself.
questions. Yes.
I don't know why, but I do get shocked every year, and I never really come around to accepting it.
Right. Like when the fall crisp air starts to come and this apple cider and apple cider donuts, the hoodies come out, you get a little excited.
Yeah, but you're like, it's 55. That's
Right.
fine.
That's totally fine.
Negative 17,
Not fine.
not fine.
Not fine. So, grounding us in some simple science, the circadian rhythm disruptions. Early darkness increases melatonin too soon, which causes fatigue. Did you know that?
I actually did know that, but here's the reason. My son just had to do a vlog on why school should start later for middle schoolers and high schoolers. One of his buzzwords was circadian rhythm. And I learned all about how melatonin affects the circadian rhythm literally last week. Last week I would have said, no, I didn't realize all that. But now I know.
You gotta love when 7th graders teach you stuff.
He's taught me a lot.
My kids have taught me a lot too. I appreciate that.
But I will say, I guess I didn't totally connect the darkness part of it. But his point was that same thing. Like even in like they go to bed later.
Yeah.
And so then the rhythm gets all thrown off. You're getting up in the dark. Like it's a whole thing.
Yeah. Well, and then serotonin drops from decreased sunlight, which causes mood and motivation changes.
Oh, that's a big one.
Don't you always feel like you're just less motivated in the winter? You can't get yourself to the gym,
Totally.
bed earlier. I find myself like at 8 p.m. being like, okay, family, I'm out.
It's earlier than that for me. Like I come home, say hi to everyone. I assess if it's too early to put the dog out for the last time before bed because I don't want to come back downstairs and I don't want to go outside in the cold. And if it's not, I put him out and I get upstairs and I get in my bed, which has a new mattress pad heater.
Oh,
Warm me up.
I did look those up after you told me about it. Does sound pretty fabulous.
It is a game changer. So
Yeah.
I do that like 6:30.
6:30. Wow.
Not every night. Just some nights.
Respect.
Yep.
Respect. There's a vitamin D reduction. Everybody knows about the vitamin D reduction. Many people are on vitamin D supplements, but we know that impacts energy and immune function. So that's why we get sicker in the winter.
Like me now.
Like such a bummer. And like
Finally
me
got
for like 4 weeks, or maybe even longer, 6 weeks, but I'm finally feeling better.
Got me.
Temperature changes, which the body conserves energy. Then you get the brain fog, more fatigue, and reduced social activity. So you get fewer dopamine hits.
Yeah, this sounds like a drag.
It's a total drag.
So basically what you're saying is the fact that I'm lazy and get in bed at 6:30 at night sometimes isn't really my fault. It's just like human nature being an animal in this time of year.
It's sort of like hibernation bear.
Okay.
I think so.
I feel good about it. What is the first sign that your winter personality is coming out?
I don't know. What do you think the first sign that when you notice my winter personality, what do you notice?
Your snow bunny hat.
Oh, yes. I do love a good snow bunny hat.
You have some really nice jackets.
I do love my jackets. My kids hate jackets, but I love jackets.
You got some nice ones. Nice jackets.
A new one this year for 40% off, a new North Face. It's really lovely. It has great pockets.
Yes. Okay. I noticed that the office heater's on 99% of the time.
Yeah.
We have it on right now. Just if anyone's wondering, we're set up with a space heater blowing directly on us. You might even hear the wind in the microphone. But the heat isn't enough this time.
It's not.
So there's that.
I have less energy for sure, and I go to bed earlier.
Mm-hmm.
I don't necessarily go to sleep earlier, but similar to you, I like to go up and just get under the blanket, cozy, and I read more in the winter.
You read a lot of the time, but you do read more in the winter.
I do read more in the winter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We were sick over Christmas, so that also helped, but I read a lot over Christmas break.
Christmas break was intense.
It was intense, but I've continued the trend. I have not slowed down. Almost finished the 6-book series.
That's incredible.
My daughter did finish it. Now she's on to the next book.
Is there anything else you do, like food-wise, cooking-wise?
No.
I
don't really, food's not a thing for me.
Yeah, you don't do a soup? Nice hot soup?
I don't know. Food feels so laborious for me just generally.
Like cooking it or like eating it?
All of it.
All of it?
If I could
I'm never like that.
If I could take a pill
instead of eating.
I enjoy food and stuff, but it's just annoying to have to think about what to eat and when to eat. I think it's also partly because my husband thinks about the next meal all the time and wants to plan it out. And as you know, I don't like to plan
anything. Like your sandwich 4 days ahead.
I don't want to do that. So sometimes we'll be eating lunch and I'll be like, what do you think we should have for dinner? And I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah. See, so here's the funny thing in my family with food is I am the one who likes to focus more on the food and what it's going to be and planning, but I do none of the cooking. So, however, I do all of the shopping. So this is what happens. I make a general idea of what things we're going to have for dinner during the week because I've tried really hard to ask my husband multiple times because he's the one cooking it.
Sure.
And he's just at this point been like, I don't care. You figure it out. Okay, fine. So I buy all the things. But this year, randomly, in the last couple months, we've just moved into this thing where he likes to think of it as Iron Chef. I just buy stuff and I put it in the fridge and then he just looks in there and is like, okay, what do I make out of this? And he just starts pulling things out and creating a meal out of it.
That's really fun.
So it's a little more fun. I have to say I have way more fun with that and I feel less pressure to fully be oh, on Monday you're going to cook chicken parmesan and I better make sure I got all the stuff. If I don't have it all, he's going to figure it out.
That's amazing.
He just makes it up as he goes.
Yeah. And in fairness to my husband, he does do more cooking than I do. So that's partially why he feels the pressure to figure it out. But
yeah, but my husband's similar to you in that. If I ask him, I've had days where I'm about to head to work and I'm like, oh, hey, what do you want to have for dinner? He's like, I don't know. I didn't even eat my lunch yet.
Right.
Or he's like, I just ate. I'm not hungry, so I can't tell you what I want to eat later.
Right.
I'm like, that's a problem for me. I need to know. I need to be ready. I want to be prepared. I want to be just on track with knowing what's coming down the pike, which I'm not always a planner with all that. But for some reason with the food stuff, I'm like, I want to know. I want to get it going. I want to think about it.
Yeah. And I'm fine with making a game time decision. But my kids keep harassing me and saying I never cook. And I'm like, I do cook sometimes and I can cook.
They say you never cook.
Never, always, all of those things. So rude.
You cook. I've seen you cook.
Thank you.
You cook some stuff. I was trying to name something, but then I couldn't come up with it in the moment. You make a mean oatmeal.
I'm really good at oatmeal. We make a lot of quesadillas.
You make quesadillas.
Really good scrambled eggs. Veggie burgers.
Yeah. You've made me an English muffin, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah. So food, no.
But I think all these things that we do this time of year are backed by science. When it gets dark earlier, that early sunset triggers melatonin, like you were mentioning. And so what that does is it tricks our brain into thinking that it's actually nighttime. So when we change the clocks and all of a sudden, like it's dark at 4 o'clock, we literally think it's time to go to bed. And so it starts to become this weird dynamic in our body about recognizing that is it bedtime yet? Or do I have to stay up for another 6 hours? Because it's only 4.
Which is why we do want to hibernate.
Exactly. So I'm curious, though, what becomes instantly impossible after dark for you?
What becomes instantly impossible after dark for me is grocery shopping.
Ooh.
I don't like grocery shopping during the daylight.
Okay.
Anyway.
All right.
And I actually am privileged in that I don't have to do it that often, to be honest with you. But when it's dark, it like physically makes my skin crawl to have to go into a grocery store. Really any store. I just don't like to go into stores after.
Do you think it's because they're so brightly lit with like, you know what I'm saying? Like if you're coming from the dark, even if it's like 4:30 in the afternoon, but then you walk into...
Like it's yeah, I mean, it's like going into a casino, right? Where that's intentionally lit. It's like in sensory overload, yeah.
Sounds, people, cold, because it's also cold in the grocery store, which is a problem.
It is, and I hate how freezing cold it is in the grocery store. And I instantly get tired. Even more tired if I am tired already, but like, it's the last thing I want to do. But generally, I don't want to go into any store when it's dark, but definitely not a grocery store.
Yeah.
I never thought about it that way, but you're right. It might be because it's like a shock to the system.
Yeah, jarring. It's like so different because I do think it feels totally different when I think of that this time of year and in the dark compared to like when it's nice and sunny and warm out. It's like a very different experience.
Well, and in the summer, like it stays light until like 9 o'clock. So then like running in for a quick whatever you need into, after work feels like not a big deal. But at 4 p.m. when it's dark out, sort of to your point, it feels like I should instantly be in my sweats or pajamas on the couch watching a show or curled up in bed reading my book.
Right. And I was just reading something recently about how February is actually the most difficult winter month because what's actually happening now, and we're talking a lot about like, when it's super dark at like 4:30, but it's actually been light to like a little after 5. I don't know if you've noticed.
Yeah, I have noticed that.
And so it becomes even more disorienting because by February, the light is starting to come back. It's been a couple months of that transition. And yet our vitamin D is totally depleted still. So we aren't able to like process what's happening and nothing is actually feeling any better.
Yeah, that makes sense. And as humans, we're built for seasonal rhythms, but society expects constant productivity. So if our systems are kind of in that lull, but we're still in the grind culture, that's going to feel pretty overwhelming. And winter's meant to be a season of rest, recalibration, and slower pacing, but society really doesn't allow for that.
Right. It's not like we stop working. It's not like we get to go home at 3 o'clock now and have an hour of time before, like none of that changes. Everything stays on the same rhythm that it was no matter what. Yeah.
I mean, and my kids, when they get a chance to come home, they're so tired. Like their schedules are brutal. The intensity of what they have going on is insane. And when they come home, if on the off chance that they don't have an activity right after school, when they come home, they're napping.
Right.
And they're out.
Yeah. And I think that's such a part of our culture, which is so disorienting at times. Like we've talked about grind culture and like busyness and productivity and how so many different things affect that in our lives. But then when you think of this up against the depletion factor that comes into play in winter and what this lack of sunlight truly does to us here, especially in New England. And then the expectation that we're supposed to just push through and be able to do it. I feel like it's crazy making sometimes just to feel that experience of like, I'm supposed to be able to do everything I'm normally doing.
Right. So it makes me think after one of our podcast episodes, someone, a listener / friend, sent me a book called Wintering. Have you heard of that book?
No.
It's I think a popular book. A lot of people have been reading it, and the author is Katherine May. I haven't read it yet. It's something that it's on my reading list, but I haven't read it yet. And she talks about the lessons of the seasons in wintering, and that it's a recurring season, not a catastrophic event. Life is cyclical, and the work of winter is rest, not repair.
Ooh.
The cold holds its own kind of beauty. Wintering teaches us to preserve beauty in starkness, clarity in bareness, and grace in stillness. There is stark magnificence in frosted branches and quiet mornings that the lushness of summer obscures. Cool. You must make your own shelter. Winter demands that we create pockets of warmth and comfort. Lighting a candle, brewing tea, wrapping in a soft blanket. It is deliberate, small act of nurturing yourself when the outer world feels inhospitable. The trees are your teachers. A tree in winter is not dead. It's alive in its root, drawing energy inward, waiting in profound wisdom. Our culture prizes the green leaf. Wintering teaches us the equal importance of the dormant bud.
Ooh, that's cool.
Joy can exist alongside sorrow. Winter is not a monochrome of gray. Fleeting moments of connection, small sensory pleasures, and sparks of human can and do coexist with profound sadness. They're the vital brightness berries on a bare bush. 7, you are preparing for a future you cannot see. The work done in winter, the rest, the introspection, the healing is invisible. It is the work of composting the old self to create rich soil for future self you cannot yet imagine. Growth is happening underground.
That's my favorite.
Winter forces a reckoning with your true needs. When all non-essentials are stripped away by circumstances, what remains? Wintering pares life down to its elemental needs: warmth, safety, quiet, and the company of those who feel like shelter. The path through is going in. The only way out of winter is to go fully into its heart, avoiding the pain, numbing the feelings, or pretending its summer only prolongs the season. Healing requires turning toward the cold and listening to what it has to say. And you'll emerge changed, not cured, which is what we talked a lot about last time. You will not exist in winter the same person who entered it. You emerge softer, wiser, deeper roots in a slower pace. The goal is not to return to your old summer self, but to integrate the wisdom of the winter you into who you become. So this was on Facebook that the Literary Lounge posted. I thought that was cool and kind of represented what we're talking about and kind of where we're going in terms of how do you cope.
Yeah. I love that. It reminds me of that poem by Andrea Gibson, Instead of Depression, that we read a few episodes back, where it's just sort of this like radical acceptance both of what's happening and being okay with it and allowing for this seasonal change that's happening in winter to happen and not resist it so much.
Yes. Well, and there's things that I love about it. I love it's like a rainy day. Like, sometimes in the grind culture, I can feel guilty when I spend 4 hours on my couch reading a book.
Yeah.
But on a rainy day, I don't feel as guilty and I can indulge. And similar to winter, like if it's -17 out with wind chill, I don't feel bad about not going outside.
Exactly. And I feel the same way with the weekends. If I don't have a plan to go anywhere, I don't care. And I have no problem if I just rest in my bed.
Yes.
That's it. Yeah. So if we actually honored seasonal rhythms, what do you think we would shift?
I think if we actually honored seasonal rhythms, we would have siestas and let people nap. That would be so dreamy for me. I know you're not a napper, but I would love a midday nap every day.
It's okay. I'm like the one who would just still lay down I may just not actually sleep, but I would lay there.
Wouldn't that be nice though?
It would be great.
Oh my gosh, we could like add really cozy. Ooh, you know the those really fun like loungy chairs at Wells Street Spa
I do.
with the cozy blankets?
Yep.
We could put that in one of our little office here. That could be our siesta room. We could put 2 in there. We could have incense going.
This sounds amazing.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so like embracing the coziness, the warmth,
Yes.
getting actual time to just be in it and
Wow.
essentially doing what we need, like listening to ourselves and just doing what feels right, which is
String.
staying warm, cozy, comfortable.
Yeah.
I actually do love winter for that reason in some ways. As much as I'm saying I hate it, I actually do. Like when you're talking about almost the permission to do it differently. And that is something I do love, is it does feel like there's way less pressure to have to do anything differently.
In some ways, our schedule slows down a bit in winter. Like it's still a grind, but like there's a little bit less on the weekends than we have in this fall and spring, which is kind of dreamy. So that part is nice. But what else? What else would, if we were to honor it, what else do you think would change?
I think schedules would definitely change. I love your midday kind of break. I almost feel like if we were really going to honor it, it would be like morning siesta time at like 1 o'clock and then go home. I don't think we'd come back to it. I feel like we would just be, we wouldn't go back to work. We would go home and start cooking our soup.
I think we'd eat dinner, like you'd eat supper. You wouldn't eat dinner, right? Like you'd eat like, we'd be like Europe. Like we'd eat a big meal midday. Although, do they eat dinner really late?
They do. Like,
I'm wrong.
Yeah. But I like what you're saying. I think that is what it would be. Like we would sleep through lunch and then we'd go home and we'd make a big, delicious dinner and eat it nice and early and get in our beds at 6:30.
And then we'd watch our delicious shows.
Yes, which we will talk about today. We've got some great coping here.
We do.
Yeah, but I think that's what I would do. I think that we would have to honor the rhythm of the day. And yeah, as it starts to get later, we could stretch it a little bit and maybe work a little longer, go back to work for a part of the afternoon and then go home. But I think in the really dark, cold winter months, we should just embrace ending our days early.
The other thing that would be beneficial about that is I think one of the problems with our grind culture in winter in the north that's a problem is that because people are getting out of work in the dark, they're socializing less, which does take a dopamine hit and increases depression, all of that. So if we took a morning nap, ate earlier, we could connect more.
Okay.
Right? Because then you could have social time earlier.
So we're just like not going to work, maybe.
I think we just,
maybe we have winter shutdown.
We have winter shutdown.
We take a few months off.
Yeah.
And we wake up, nap, and then socialize after.
I think you connect with your people.
But like
You
truly, if you were to be like, what do I need when it's like this? That is what we would do. Like if you could make it up and not have to worry about anything, of course.
I think you could be productive. It's like homeschooling. You can learn a lot in 3 hours.
Yep.
When it's really focused.
Sure. So have like a quick burst of remote work at home.
Not even at home. You could go in.
Really quick for
really
3
quick,
hours.
Focus.
Okay.
But if you're focused because you're rested and like your serotonin's good, your dopamine's good.
You've been socializing so you feel better.
You've been socializing. Like all of your hormones are good. Like you're connected.
All right. So they'll be
like, listen, you would be so productive in those 3 hours. You'd get more done in 3 hours than you get done in probably 5 days.
You're right. There will be a ripple effect of this. So it's not going to stay like, you're not going to still feel as depleted because you're going to be actually taking care of that stuff.
No. And you're like, dude, if I can, let me like bust this out because then I'm going to get to go hang out with my crew and then I'm going to get to go to bed.
That's perfect. I feel All right. I'm about this life. All right.
All right. Let's write a proposal.
We're going to do it. I love this. I love this dream world we're in. But we also want to give you all some practical coping mechanisms that might actually be possible. If that, what we just described, is possible, I love that for you, and I think everyone should try it. But in the event it's not possible for you right now to have that lifestyle, which it's not for me probably.
I mean, it's probably not for me either. Let's be honest.
We thought it would be helpful to think through all the possible ways we cope.
Yeah. So a lot of people do the light exposure.
Mm-hmm.
Those are really
Light therapy.
Light therapy. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Movement. I think some of the things that we've talked about a lot on the pod is because of the impact of your serotonin dip, having the motivation and energy to get to the gym and stuff, and then the negative self-talk that I've been talking to a lot of people about, that kind of gets on, and then as your negative self-talk cycles, that creates even less motivation to do the things. So, what are short changes that you can make to move your body?
Mm-hmm.
And just figuring out how to move your body, short burst, short-term goals.
Yeah, not having to take on too much at one time, not feeling like you are pushing like extensively, and have to, that you can just kind of incrementally break it down.
Incremental goals. Yep.
Cool.
Yeah.
Hydration and warmth. So those are two opposite things for me. I'm horrible at hydrating in the winter. I will say I want nothing less than to drink any water. I hate drinking water. Most of the time I struggle with water, but in the winter, there's no way. It's like too cold even if it's room temperature.
Really?
Yes. Have you seen me? Look at this table.
No,
Where's my water?
You have no water.
I have no water.
I've been doing really good with water, but it's all about the vessel. The vessel doesn't help you?
No, not in the winter. In other times of year, yes, I get that. And that does. And I do love my vessel. But I will drink a lot of tea. I have to drink something warm or I don't want it. But the warmth, as I'm connecting this to, I am really good at. I can do everything in my power to stay warm. I feel cold a lot of the time, but I prioritize my warmth over my hydration any day.
Okay.
And then setting realistic routines. So much like we've talked about, and even if we're fantasizing about some things, I think we have to be realistic about what we're actually able to do. So much like you said with movement, we have to also set realistic goals about what we can accomplish. Like, we're not going to grocery shop after 4:30 if that feels as terrible as it is. So we have to figure out, okay, that might be a weekend thing. We might be pickup people.
Right.
I'm a pickup person.
Yeah.
Most of the time. Social contact. Yep. Talked about that.
Sure did.
Important. And consistent sleep-wake times. How do you do with that?
Pretty good. I think I have a natural wake-up time. During the week, I set an alarm for 5. But I usually wake up between 6 and 7, just naturally.
You're good like that.
Yeah.
I don't.
You're not consistent?
No. Well, I think I am. I would sleep late. I could, which I do sometimes.
I'm always the first one in bed in my family and the first one up in my family, but it's dreamy. Because the pups get up with me and then I sit on the couch with fur pants and I have some quiet time.
Sometimes when you say fur pants, I have to think of what you mean. And I know you mean your dogs, but sometimes I get confused.
What do you think I mean when I say fur? I was like, what's the first thing that comes to mind when I say fur pants?
Hairy legs.
Oh, well, it's probably that too. my winter layer.
I just thought, they go, what exactly do you mean? You mean your dogs? Okay, I remember now. I'm like, maybe you just wanted to tell me.
Well, the winter fuzz does keep you warmer.
I know. It's part of my routine. Oh my gosh. Well, I guess that leads us right into our harmless and funny ways of coping. That could be one. That could be one harmless, funny way. We just
stop shaving.
Yes.
You're a shaver.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep. Leaning on our seasonal hot beverages. I have my matcha today. I'm in a matcha mood.
Matcha? What do you put in with your matcha?
What do you mean? Like what, to sweeten it? It just depends on, it's just like usually regular classic, or you could do a sugar-free vanilla if you want. You could do a sugar-free caramel. You could do regular caramel.
Oh, so many options.
There's a lot of options with it. It's just like a base. Like you just add whatever you want.
Okay.
I have I received a gift this year of a whole matcha set with a little matcha mug, little whisk.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Love it. Ooh, little renovation energy. I had a little moment recently where I needed to renovate our space here.
Yes.
And as you know, I get a bit obsessive. And once I get a decorative thought in my head, I can't contain myself and obsessively think about it until I execute.
Yep.
And I'm sure you would have helped me move furniture.
I would have, yes.
My husband was willing to help me, but I wasn't really willing to wait for anyone.
Mm-hmm.
And I looked around and I thought, I can do this myself. So I took the feet off of the giant, oversized chair, and I quietly, as a mouse, tried to move.
It was really quiet.
As we were in your session. And I'm like, tippity-toe, tippity-toe.
You were pretty quiet, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not even kidding. You were.
But it was really funny as I was like, I can do this. I can do this. Trying very hard. But I felt like maybe I was a little distracting when I had the big chair in the middle and I was dragging it across the floor.
It was totally fine. It was totally fine and very worth it. It looks beautiful. You did a great job.
Right? It's better. I like it.
It's much better. You did a great job.
Thank you.
But that is a great thing to do in winter.
Yeah, a little refresh.
Rearrange your room. I used to do that in my bedroom when I was a kid all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't done it once since I moved into my house. There's not a lot of places to move around in my bedroom.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of ways to make it work. It's not very big.
Yeah. Our house is tricky too, but when there's an opportunity to refresh, I do like to do it.
All right.
Mm-hmm. So as we were preparing for this episode, we reached out to some of our listeners and asked them the question, you know it's winter when? And we got some pretty good responses that we'd like to share.
Let's do it.
You know it's winter when you start shooting static electricity like Spider-Man.
That's a big one.
That is a big one.
Yep.
Real staticky.
You can see it in the dark.
Mm-hmm. In the dark.
So dark out. You know it's winter when my daughter drinks antibiotics like water. Yep.
Oh, so many cooties going around.
Ew.
Ew. You know it's winter when the air hurts my face.
Oh, yes. You know it's winter when my anxiety has anxiety.
You know it's winter when Sasquatch is a fetish.
Yeah, there's that. You know it's winter when canceled plans are good plans.
You know it's winter when your bed is basically your flecks of your ashy, dry skin.
You know it's winter when your dog pees on the front porch because he's tired of sliding around the icy backyard.
You know it's winter when you're wearing microwavable slippers.
Whoever thought that would be a thing. You know it's winter when Booger's freezing at college in Maine.
You know it's winter when fight or flight freeze.
That's a good dad joke.
That's a good dad joke.
You know it's winter when feeling numb could be depressed or cold. Therapy joke.
Therapy joke.
These are good.
These are good.
We had to censor some of them.
We did have to censor some of them.
But if we ever release the unedited version of this podcast, you might hear some.
That's true. Or you could text us if you have our cell phone numbers.
We'll send you some explicit content. I think humor is a great way to cope with winter, to be honest. If we didn't have any humor, what would we be doing?
Oh my goodness.
And that leads us to one of my favorite pastimes this time of year, which is why I get into my bed at 6:30 at night, is because I love to watch TV.
There's some good stuff on. They start to release the new seasons again.
I know.
The Winter Olympics is coming out.
I love the Olympics.
Oh,
I love the Olympics. I have a steady stream of shows that have new episodes Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday every week. And I am just in my element right now.
Tell me, what are your shows?
God, some are embarrassing. My Tuesday night show is Tell Me Lies.
Oh, I don't know that one.
Oh God, it is.
Write it down.
I don't know that I recommend it for people.
Oh, okay.
It's really intense. It's got a lot of traumatic stuff in it, but it's also made to be people in like 2009, I think, college age, right? So a little past when I was in college, just lately. So it's relatable in that way, but it's actually very outlandish, and there's not like I will be clear, I do not have the life that these people have on this show because some horrific things have happened. It's kind of like shock value stuff going on in college.
So a good escape show.
It's creepy.
Okay.
Creepy. Not zone out. Like, I can't stop watching the train wreck. That kind of show.
Gotcha.
For me. Shrinking. Which is my favorite.
Oh, I love Shrinking. So
Wednesday nights.
Good.
It is, obviously, if you've seen it, you know, it's a practice of therapists. It is hilarious. Jason Segel.
Jessica Williams.
She is one of the funniest human beings I think I've ever encountered on a TV show.
So, but she's also just a good dramatic actress.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Oh.
She's so good. I love the show. It is hilarious, and it's also very real and just touches on so many of life's difficulties and tragedies, but also just real life stuff. It just does a beautiful job of weaving it all together. So, huge fan of that.
Huge.
And then my Thursday night show is The Pit, which I will never not watch. Medical dramas, especially with Noah Wyle in them, because ER was my old favorite TV show of all time.
Huge Gary. Yeah.
So this show is incredible.
And you binged Bridgerton.
I did. And that was, honestly, this season was kind of boring. Other ones are way more intense and like exciting, and they're longer. Obviously, this is like a short mini one.
So short.
But I feel like, I don't know. I didn't love the Cinderella. That story just feels, but that's
overdone.
Yeah. I like the concept of the show, and I get that what they do is they kind of blend like these stories in this old time with the present, right? And like, you know, the music is present day music, but played in, you know, an orchestral fashion and all of that. But I don't know. I just, ever since you've learned the whole mystery of the show from the other seasons, I feel like it's a little, I don't know. I'm always like, what's happening right now?
Yeah. Overdone.
Yeah. I feel like they're just trying to drag it on.
Will you watch the next 4 episodes?
I'm going to watch all of it. I say all of this, but I will not stop watching it. There's still 2 episodes that draws me in.
I still watch Grey's Anatomy.
Oh, I love Grey's Anatomy.
Are you not watching it?
No.
New season's out.
All right. So tell me, what are you watching? You said Shrinking. We got that. Grey's Anatomy.
Shrinking, Grey's Anatomy. I just watched, I always think that you are hipper than me and know more things than me, and then I'm really excited when you don't. And I watched the
Your kids are at a hipper age though than mine, so you have a little more exposure to this stuff than me. I don't know why you think I would know things that you don't know.
But we watched a documentary on Alexander Cooper, who is a podcast, Call Me Daddy.
Yeah, and I had no idea who that was.
Had no idea who she was or is. Super big deal. So listen to one of her podcasts. Pretty entertaining. I didn't listen to the whole thing, but she was interviewing Anna Kendrick. It's pretty good.
Cool.
And Anna Kendrick in this particular podcast went to New York City she was 12 and her brother was 13 by herself and by Greyhound bus, and stayed overnight because she got a call back at a hotel. Parents just called the hotel, gave them a credit card and said they were on their way, but they actually weren't. And she stayed in New York City with her brother 2 nights by herself in New York City.
Oh my God.
Meanwhile, I keep telling myself, I'm not even sure that I'm comfortable letting my daughter walk in New York City by herself if I'm in the city too.
Yeah, no, I don't even do that.
I don't know. It's wild.
Things were different.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, so sometimes documentaries.
I love a good documentary.
Documentary I watched.
That's a good one.
So scrolling. It was interesting.
I love knowing about people's lives.
It was only 2 episodes, so it's fast.
Easy.
So easy.
Easy.
But then the book series, so I asked for a bunch of books for Christmas. I got a bunch of books for Christmas, but then my daughter was like, I think you'd really like this book series I'm reading. It's all relationships, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
A lot of really like hard relational stuff. I think you'd like it. And I was like, yeah, cool. I'll try it.
Yeah.
Especially if like you're wanting to connect with me on this way. Sure.
Right.
So, thought it was really cool that she like wanted to share her books with me. So, and it's, you know, a book that all the teens are reading right now, which is the Boys of Toman series. And it's about a rugby team, and they do it in pairs, like couples in pairs. Very smart marketing on the author's part, because the first 2 books are about one couple. They end the first book with like 600 pages with a cliffhanger. So then you have to read the second book.
Come on.
But it's about this whole group of kids.
You have to keep going. You're not going to
You
stop.
like have to keep going because you really need to know.
Is it good?
They really tackle hard stuff, right? Like tackle domestic violence, they tackle substance abuse, they tackle sexual assault, they tackle like it's really hard stuff. And then it's also just like teen relationships and stuff, some spicy scenes in it. So it's, I mean, the character development in it is good. So it's kept me entertained.
Good.
Yeah. So I'm almost finished with the 6th book, and then I can start reading the books I actually got for Christmas. I look forward to continuing my reading quest.
I look forward to hearing about it. I do. I really do. I love hearing about your books.
I really enjoy them. I always feel like the right book grabs me exactly at the right time that I'm supposed to be reading it.
It's just the universe handing it to you.
I'm also looking forward to in terms of coping and our Resilient Circle group starting up again.
Yep, we got it going.
Woo! And that'll be good connection.
It will. Yeah, so if you're local, feel free to join us. We're running it monthly now, and it's going to be the first Thursday of every month from 5 to 6:30. So if you're in Connecticut and can get to Waterford, come hang out with us.
Yeah.
Be a great time.
So now that we've grounded ourselves in the science, coping and comfort shows, one of the things that can happen as you're preparing for winter and you're like, this is going to be different this year. In your preparation, you might be like, I'm going to walk outside every day. That's how I'm going to prepare myself. Or I'm going to become a winter athlete and I'm going to get all this cold weather gear, and you're going to spend too much money on all this cold weather gear and never once run outside. So seasonal delusions are just attempts to create hope, identity, and structure, which are totally normal. But I think that also can cause dissonance within you, right?
Yep.
So what's your annual winter delulu?
My annual winter delulu. First of all, I have to say, this word was very prominent in drinking last night. So
Such a good one. I'm
so into it, and I'm glad you asked me. Thank you. My annual winter delulu, I feel like I have a few. Number 1, telling myself I'm going to get up every morning and do yoga early. Anytime I try to tell myself to get up early, even when it's summertime and it's already bright out, it's a terrible idea. And I don't know why. I think something about January makes me think like, I'm going to do this. And so this is like, when am I going to do it? I'm too tired at night. I'll do it in the morning. Ew. I'm way better off doing it at night. Even though I say I want to get in my bed at 6:30, like I will go and I'll do that yoga first and then I can do that. So rising early for anything is just not going to happen. That's number 1.
Okay.
Number 2, going to the gym. I will tell you, this year, I canceled my gym membership.
You did?
Before January.
Okay.
I kind of felt like when everyone else was getting their gym memberships, I was going to cancel mine on purpose.
Just out of spite?
Just because I was not going already. December took me out. No. And just like you were talking about, like if I literally thought of getting up, getting in my car, going to the gym, I knew it wasn't going to happen. And I thought, why pretend this year? I'm just going to cancel it right away and feel zero pressure.
Yeah.
Because it is one of those things I tend to just be like, oh, I should be doing that. Why did I not do it? I could have been doing this and I didn't. I'm going to tell myself I'll do this 3 days a week and I never do. You know, like kind of like we talked about with resolutions and whatnot. Like it just would become a thing on my list of things I was not doing. So I decided to just get rid of it. I just cut it right out.
Good job.
Because I also figured I have a walking pad at home. So if I really want to like walk or run, I could do that. I have weights at home. If I want to lift weights, I could do that. I have my yoga mat. I've been doing yoga. I'm just going to stick with what I can do at my house so I don't have to leave. So those were my 2 annual winter Delulus. What about you? Do you have any?
I don't know that I had a Delulu.
Yeah.
Maybe it was a Delulu that I was going to become a gym person again. I mean, I used to be a gym person back in the day.
You have more gym in you than I do.
like I like the boutique bougie or just boutique smaller gyms. But I used to be able to be like a big gym girl, and I like the price of big gyms.
Cheaper.
Way cheaper.
Yeah. And
convenient in terms of our location. And this year my Delulu was that I was gonna commit and do it. Similarly, I was like, I hate it.
Yeah.
And I can't make myself like it. So
you accepted it.
I accepted it and canceled it.
And what'd you do instead?
Pilates.
See?
So fun.
And maybe
those performers are amazing.
And you might not have done that if you had the, you know, like, would you have really looked for something different, or would you have just kept trying to be like, let me try to keep going to the gym?
No, and I was throwing money away. It was so dumb. But the hour Pilates class goes so fast, and I love floating that. I forget what it's called. Whatever, the bassy thing.
Oh,
yeah. So good.
Can you wear a GoPro next time?
You know, I think I'm going to ask.
Okay.
I will ask them. I don't have one. I'll borrow my brother's. I'll see, like, can I wear...
Or get some Google glasses, maybe.
Oh, there's some fancy Google glasses. Yes. Yes.
I just want to use that as footage for something. I don't know what yet, but I think we need it.
Okay.
Just like your vantage point of what's happening.
Yes.
Okay. Perfect.
Yeah.
That sounds right.
Yeah.
So what do we have for takeaways for everyone today?
Our takeaways are seasonal energy shifts are biological, not personal failures. Winter requires different expectations than summer. Small supportive habits are greater than unrealistic heroic plans. Humor is a legitimate coping skill, and
I knew it.
Embody that.
I knew it.
Yeah, you did. I did too. Comfort plus connection matters more in winter. You are not alone. Everyone has a winter version of themselves.
You do, you little snow bunny, you.
So embrace your snow bunny. Grab that cup of tea or that matcha or that hot chocolate or that latte or coffee, whatever it is.
Put on your
warm drink of choices.
Put on your heated vest.
Get in your microwave slippers.
Ooh, yeah. I do have those. I forgot about them. I gotta go dig them out of my closet.
Dig those out.
I'm gonna do it tonight.
Yeah, and get yourself a nap.
I'm gonna try.
Yeah.
All right. See you in 2 weeks.
See you in 2 weeks.